What is up, woke family? It's your boy Wokey Bucks, and I'm back again with another live stream. So, the topic I'll be discussing this live stream today is in regards to why feminine men get used and abused, why feminine men get used and played by modern day women. The one thing that we have to understand at the end of the day is that the reason why modern day women abuse and play feminine men is because feminine men don't put themselves first. Feminine men don't prioritize their focus first. They don't prioritize their purpose. They don't put themselves first. Because you have to realize if you were in that situation and you have the ability to get things from other people, you're not going to respect them because you're going to feel entitled. You understand what I'm trying to say? The reality of the situation is that once men learn how to put themselves first, they are going to attract the right types of women into their life. Women are not going to play them, women are not going to disrespect them, right? And if a woman ever tries to do that, right, you understand that she's not for you. You understand what I'm trying to say? We as woke ones really need to see the truth. A lot of men are not feminine, or a lot of men are not masculine. They're feminine, right? So they put women above themselves. They tend to get emotional instead of thinking from a sense of logic, and they tend to not prioritize their focus, especially men that are around my age. Like I said, I'm 21, right? I'm a bit on the younger side, but with that being said, a lot of men that are within the ages of 18 to 25, even 30 years old, are not focusing on how they can level up to become high value men. And that is why they get used and abused. That is why they end up getting played, right? Most of us, if not all of us, have heard the saying, nice guys finish last. Why do nice guys finish last? Because nice guys don't put themselves first. They don't treat themselves like a king. They don't focus on self-improvement. They don't focus on doing things that are going to be able to help them elevate not only their own lives, but the lives of their own family members and the lives of family members and of other people around them. You feel what I'm saying? So the minute that one is going to take the time to become a masculine man, prioritize themselves physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, right? In every aspect of your life, the right types of women are going to come into your life. And then it's up to you as the man to ask that woman that comes into your life the correct probing questions to see if she's wife material or she's not wife material. And this is my thing personally. You guys shouldn't be engaging in intercourse with women that are not wife material. Why? A lot of these women are out here and they have a lot of demonic energy in them. So you have to understand when you're having intercourse with women that have demonic energy in them, you're incorporating that demonic energy into your body. And then when negative things start to happen to you, you see why. You really need to be careful of who you give your energy to. It's not even only just in the case of intercourse. It's who you have conversations with. It's who you tell your personal information to, right? You need to also be cautious of who you tell your information to. You need to move in silence and stop telling people your next move until you accomplish it. And even when you accomplish it, you should still not tell people. You should still not post it on social media. You have to understand when you post all of your accomplishments on social media, you're causing people to become targets to you because most people don't want to see other people do well. So when you start posting all of these things on social media for people to see, you're going to start creating enemies. And all you literally need to do is get caught at the wrong place at the wrong time, and it's over for you. It's clip. You really got to protect your energy. I'm telling you, we're living in a society now. We're living in a time that's very demonic, very evil. You got to protect your aura. You got to protect your essence. You got to protect your energy. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people are not going to be on your side. With that being said, when you start to prioritize yourself and put yourself first and not be a nice guy and not be a feminine man who gets emotional, everything, you're going to put yourself to be part of the top 1% of men who are actually getting women that appreciate them as a byproduct, not even as a benefit. It's a byproduct. There's a difference. We're going to get into that later on in this live stream. Sheila Smith, yo, speak game 100. Brother, you already know what's up, man. At the end of the day, man, we got to speak game. You feel what I'm saying? We got to speak the game because a lot of people are not aware of everything that's going on in this world. And if we don't speak it and we don't tell the truth, then we're going to be a lost generation. And I refuse to have people on this channel, we the woke ones, be in that situation. You feel what I'm saying? So we're going to keep doing that, brother. All love, man. But yeah, let's get into the second topic, right? So the one thing we have to understand is that another reason why a lot of men are emotional is because when it comes to situations in their life where people will try to disrespect them, people will try to try them, people will try so many things to get underneath their skin, they tend to act out an emotion by lashing out at that person, calling that person a disrespectful name, or potentially even fighting that person and potentially almost killing them, right? We have to understand as men that the minute we leave our house, your house is your sacred spiritual ground where you get to do it, where you get to dwell with God in every way possible. When you leave your house, whether it's by car, Uber, plane, or in general, when you leave your house, you are going into the devil's playground. Let me repeat that again. I want you to listen to me carefully. When you leave your house, which is your sacred spiritual ground with God, and you go out into the public, you are going into the devil's playground, which basically means anything says, anything that's said goes, right? Anything goes. You have to understand that you're going to have people that are going to have a lot of demonic spirits in them that are going to manifest its way into the physical by trying to disrespect you, by trying to talk down on you, by trying to get you to act emotional. This is the way to be able to handle it. Do you want to get emotional? Yes, and it's completely understandable. You're still a human being. We as human beings all have emotions, but it's all about cultivating your emotions into turning into a logical manner so you can be able to handle it the best way you can, which basically means no matter how much you want to act in an emotional way, whether it's you lash out, punch the dude in the face, or punch the girl in the face, do whatever. You have to force yourself to maintain your masculine frame. Let me repeat that again. You have to force yourself to maintain your masculine frame. Why? You have to understand, especially as a guy in this world, you have too much to lose. Therefore, if you act emotional, you're going to jail. If you don't go to jail, you could potentially end up getting into a fight where you could get killed. You understand that we're living in a society right now where people don't play fair. You might think you're getting the one in with your hands. The next thing you know, somebody goes to go pull out the 9, pull out the 40, right? And then it's clipped for you. They're not playing fair. Therefore, you need to protect yourself. Your life is important. So you have to understand that feminine men have it the worst. We as masculine men of the spiritual Most High God understand that since the society is not playing fair, we also don't play fair. You got to protect your energy. You got to protect your life at all costs, because the reality is that majority of people don't care about what you're going through. Majority of people don't care about you. All they want to do is sap from you, sap your energy, sap your money, sap your time. So you need to protect everything at all costs. The reality of the situation is that from when we were little boys, we didn't have OGs. Majority of us didn't have OGs telling us the truth about how the world really is. Because the reality is that we live in a blue pill world where everybody's sold a fantasy fairy tale story. You go to school, high school, graduate, go to college, graduate, you work for 30 years, then you end up finishing off with less than how much you made during your job, and then you end up dying with most of your family members leaving you in a elderly home. That's the fantasy you were sold, but it doesn't have to be like that. You can change your life for the better, but you need to reprogram your mind, especially as a young man, anywhere between the ages of 18 to 25 or even 30, and get out of the matrix. Your goal is to get out the matrix. On this channel, we as woke ones, we're not a part of the matrix. We're woke, we're red pilled, we're spiritual. And our spirituality comes from the Most High God. So with that being said, that's how we move. We don't live in fear. We just keep pushing until we accept what is our reality in the form of better days. Because we understand that better days are here and the better days are still to come. Because we always are going to improve. Therefore, as a byproduct of us improving, we're getting better. Most people don't want us to live good lives. They don't want us to enjoy. They don't want us to have anything good that happens to us, because when we have good that happens to us, they become more jealous of our success. Therefore, you need to prioritize your self-improvement so you can succeed regardless of how they feel. Because that's what we as masculine men understand. We can't go off of how we feel. We have to continue to push regardless. Even if we don't feel like doing something one day, we have to push. Because the only way we're going to be successful is if we become uncomfortable. Let me repeat that again. The only way that we're going to become successful is if we become uncomfortable. The most successful people in this earth were uncomfortable for periods of time, whether it was 3 months, 6 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years. You will not become successful if you do not become uncomfortable. Let me repeat that again. You will not become successful until you become uncomfortable. You have to go through some sort of uncomfortability, whether it's you leaving your parents' house, working longer hours, doing what you have to do in order to be able to get the money to invest into assets that are going to guarantee that you will create wealth in the future. And on top of that as well, too, you will be in a living situation that you'll be respected, because people don't respect people. What people respect are results. The results are the facts. You can't deny facts. Therefore, people are forced to respect that. That is why you need to value yourself, value your aura, value your energy, and do not allow people to take advantage of you. While at the same time as well, too, you do the things as a masculine man would do, and demand that respect from people through your actions, right? Don't allow people to take advantage of you, but you have to demand that respect by things that you're doing, right? You can't be pride and be broke at the same time, right? You have to make a choice on what you really want for your life, but that comes with making sacrifices, right? Everything in life has trade-offs. For you to be able to get that Mercedes, you have to put in 60 plus hours a week, right? There's certain trade-offs you have to do in order to be able to level up in life. Therefore, those who want to level up are ready to do anything and everything that it takes in order to become the person that they're meant to become. But it starts now. We're in 2022. You either put in the work now and live a life of abundance, or you don't put in the work and you become lazy and average. If you understand, it's because you're woke. If you don't understand, you're not woke. This is going to be in this live stream. If you like this live stream, make sure you go spam that like button, leave comments, share this live stream with your friends, subscribe to the channel at WokeEbuks, WOKEEBUKS. Tap the notification button to get all those videos that I post. Patreon link will be down in the description below, and so with social media links. So make sure you go give those a check. But without further ado, this is going to be in this live stream. This is WokeEbuks, and I'm out, man.